took it down. And, hey, it's us.
Yes, so Pete did his job.
Yeah.
Pete's actually really good. And now Frank has to scrap it out with the 3 Kingpin deck. Frank the Kingpin, we're calling him here in this event. And,
That's been his nickname for life. We've all known it.
For about
At 20 minutes
4
or so,
hours,
right?
5 hours, yeah, something like that. So we're down to our feature match area where we have Frank Skarren against Benji. And these players are going to be, we'll see the entire match here, laughing it up and get ready to battle.
Gonna be great here, and this match will dictate, who is going to remain in this tournament. Now, of course, you can play all 8 rounds if you want, but most teams, you pick up that 3rd loss. It's time to go to Vegas and go get some good lunch, get some good eats.
Let's play some Mystery Shield, do some side events.
There you go. Yep.
All right, so tap land for Frank into a turn 2 Spy Kit. Checking out the kit, and okay, just peep, I'll peep, see what's going on. Back Benji's way.
Looks like a Is It deck here. Most of the time doing kind of the artifact themed stuff, which, I haven't necessarily had too many decks that really came together, but you can just have really strong blue and red cards, have a couple artifacts here and there. The Forge can do some nice stuff. It's a good enabler, plus that late game holding up a counter spell. Oh, they didn't play anything, sack the Forge. That stuff can be really nice.
Yeah, Futures Forge for Benji draws a card. And, of course, Kingpin Skarren comes in with the Kingpin, one of 3 copies in Frank's deck. I think the artifact deck is kind of hard to get into in draft because there aren't as many things kind of pushing you towards it. It's a little insular. But in Team Sealed, if you open up enough of the tools for it, that's a great way to be it. So.
It probably is the highest likelihood you can get into that deck, and I still don't think it's like super, it's not the easiest deck to assemble. The 3-mana 2/2 artifact that every time you play an artifact it grows. That card's great. If you can get a ton of those and your artifact count is 15 or something, sure, but easier said than done.
All right, so Kingpins to pick up the Spy tools are noted Spy Kingpin, and then we're going to see the Wasp, the Wondrous Wasp coming down.
That's so good when you have 3 of that card.
Yes.
To tap one down and it's like it's not even killing it. So it's like, do you want to just play another one and legend rule? That feels bad. Or, of course, try to kill it. This card's great. I think we're going to see this in a bunch of different other formats as well. Standard, modern. We can see it everywhere.
Yep, so the Kingpin is tapped for now. It will untap, but it has no abilities. So we have a 1/5 vanilla creature. Black Widow joins the Kingpin. And going back Benji's way, the Wasp. We're going to see Hawkeye's Bow.
Yep.
Little equipment does some extra damage. A little power-up boost on the flyer. And we see a Lightning Strike in the window for Benji as well. So Benji taking an aggressive stance. Might want to kill this Black Widow with that Lightning Strike.
Yeah, definitely that is an option. I believe we saw Shield Flying Car as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't blink out artifacts. That would have been spicy. Be able to blink out your Forge, draw an extra card. But still a great card.
Benji says go. Could have popped off the strike on the Black Widow on Benji's turn, but because of how this attack alone mechanic works, going to wait and give Frank a chance to possibly draw a protection spell, but nope. How about the Cosmic Cube? One
of the most broken cards here. This card is phenomenal. It's such a tough thing to beat. You're gonna see it in every deck. As most of the time you're going to have great attackers. But out of all decks that utilize it the best, Frank's deck is kind of not it. The old Kingpin Cosmic Cube combo is, I believe, a Nambo.
Yeah, a little bit. So whenever you attack those top 6 cards of your library, you may cast a spell among them with mana value lesser than or equals to the greatest power among attacking creatures you control without paying its mana cost. That is the greatest power. It's not the additive power. So, of course, Kingpin will attack for 2 here. So any 2-drop in the top 6 is castable. And this is a free method to keep casting spells over and over and over and over again, which is a big deal.
And I can kind of figure out what this judge call is. Be like, does my creature have the ability that the artifact gives it, even though the Wasp's here? It could easily be timing rules where Frank would have to re-equip, but I think the shield just gives the creature the ability.
Correct. The shield reads whenever equipped creature attacks alone, untap it and scry 1.
Yeah.
That'll work even if your opponent has stolen your creature with, say, Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
You will scry 1 and they will untap the creature. So So the equipment has the ability, and we're going to see that happen right now. So untap. Get the scry first before you pop off your Cosmic Cube.
Yeah, and now any 2-drop on the top 6 you get to cast for free.
Yep. So this is a card draw engine, but it's also a mana engine as well, casting things for free. So the kind of card that will make the game go really, really well for you the longer it's in play and the longer the game goes.
If anything, I saw the Connive 1-2 that is an option to play, and I mean, when it comes for free, excellent, but this is also quite strong.
Swordmaster coming in for free. Options for Frank on the 2 mana or less restriction and 6 cards. Swordmaster's in.
Yeah, and it is interesting that they put that cube in this deck instead of maybe Seth's deck, actually. Like with this Kingpin deck, there's so many little power, air quotes, small power creatures, but, I mean, they attack as 5-drops, but the cube doesn't work that way. In Seth's deck with, some 3/2 flyers and stuff, that might actually have been a better home there.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. And I feel like Pete's deck doesn't need it. It's too good already, so.
Well, now, you think that's Frank saying, I want the cube, or Seth saying, Frank, you should have the cube?
Frank does enjoy cubing, right? So maybe that's...
Actually, he doesn't.
Come on. For the sake of my joke, man, you could have let me have that.
Frank's not a big cube fan, which is a little weird. So, all right. So, oh, boy. Alien Invasion time.
This card is so good. I've had some good experiences with this one. I mean, it's the inevitability type card. It is going to do its thing eventually. The more time you give it, the more large creatures you'll be cranking out each turn. So you really got to kill your opponent quickly before Alien Invasion gets to 5-6 counters where it's just throwing big creatures at you.
So now both players have a powerful inevitability engine in play, and they're gonna kind of duel off here, the cube versus the Alien Invasion, which is pretty thematic actually. Cube kind of causing the Alien Invasion, but here comes.
I'll take your word for it.
Come on, the first Avengers movie? Come on, man.
It's been so long. I mean, that was years ago.
You have some required watching to do on your flight home, my friend.
I do, absolutely.
All right, so although technically in the comics, the Cosmic Cube is not one of the Infinity Stones like it is in the movies, but
okay.
I digress. So
you're getting in the weeds.
Token comes in, Kingpin eats it, and Wasp gets in for a little bit of damage as well. That Hawkeye's bow just kind of hanging out. But now we're going back Frank's way, and now Frank has the Cosmic Cube all ready to rock and roll for more spells, and we'll see what is next.
And the Swordsman here being able to get a little bit bigger, and this card's great. Being able to put some counters on both these creatures. Now they're attacking as, 3-power creatures. Now you're hitting pretty much anything in Frank's deck with the cube, and you got to think big advantage game 1 going to Frank here, you would think.
Absolutely. Alien Invasion is fantastic, but it's just a little too slow for what's happening here. Frank discards the Sentry.
Wow.
The Sentry is a really powerful card, but an extremely risky card.
It really is.
And not a game for risk right now with Frank. Frank's already way ahead. No need to take any risks. Top 6 cards, get to take a card that costs 3 or less and play it for free. Unfortunately, we see Hour of Defeat. Oh, wait, no. Is it 4 power?
I don't. Oh, it does have 4. Yep. Okay. So 2 counters on that. Hour of Defeat cleaning up the Wasp. Now the Kingpin is ready to do some extorting. And looks like the Cube and Kingpin here going to be able to take this game number 1.
Yeah, Cube's getting it done. And Alien Invasion's great, but it's slow.
Yeah, it is slow. And the fact that you have to attack, I think if you didn't have to attack, it wasn't a forced attack, Alien Invasion would just be incredible.
Listen, it's not an alien sit home and eat some popcorn and watch a movie. All right? It's an Alien Invasion, Corey.
Exactly. Okay.
All right, so back Benji's way. Going to gain a life off of land. Has a lot of work to do here. And going to start things off with, it's like an aerial Doom bot in the window.
Just top deck land 6, which is a tap land. Got to love that with the Doom bot.
Oh, no, yes.
Yeah.
No powering up here, so here's a Doom bot.
You can draw 2 cards off the Forge, but either way you slice it, doesn't seem like this is going to be a game Benji can get out of here very easily.
Yeah. And there is the flying car. So we got a reader, both Frank and myself. I'm going to put the bow on the Doom bot and then say go. The problem here is that every turn that goes by for Frank is just so good.
Yeah.
There's a free spell every turn, and that's a tough one to do. Now, cool interaction here is the token comes in, and then it can crew before it attacks.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of the classic Gobble, Rabmaster, Smuggler's Copter.
That is spicy. Shouldn't have to read that shield flying car, though, since Seth has 2 of them. I think...
Frank's playing his own deck. He's not playing Seth's
Yeah,
deck.
that's fair.
All right, so slide the equipment over to the Swordsmaster.
Yeah, Swordsmaster, of course, works very well with equipment.
And we're still going to see an attack with everything. That cube's going to go off once again, so top 6 cards. Get one for free.
Yeah, you get to connive when you got an equipped creature.
So, going to stack the connive first. That's where the counter came from last turn. That's why we missed that power. Yep. So, going to connive first. Discards a land, so no power buff. So, 3 is the magic number here for a card for Frank to play for free. And it's going to be, a Cruel Alliance. Wow.
Yeah, had the option for 4 as well, as the Swordsman is 4 with the equipment. But, I mean, the Cruel Alliance has to just be one of your best hits regardless. So
yeah, pretty good.
And you get to extort too, right?
Yep, pop in the extort, free spell. Got to kill the only creature in play. We'll see a crew response, but I don't think that's going to help too much.
No. And this looks like we'll be heading to game number 2 between these two.
Looks like Frank's also paying the life here on the Kingpin. That allows the White Widow to be effectively a 3/3, not a 2/3. Yep. So no good blocks for Benji. It would just be a trade.
And the Kingpin's just a 7/7.
Yeah, just 7.
Just a 7/7.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He works out.
I want to see this Kingpin Doran deck here. We got to make this combo happen.
Doran is legal and standard.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, and it's a follow-up. But wait, there's more. Here's an agent. Here's an extort. Benji, it's your turn. Good luck, my friend. What can Alien Invasion do to stop all of this?
Better be a heck of an invasion, that's for sure. And, yeah, it coming down with, what, a 3/3? Better draw some cards, and, I mean, there's a 3-mana sweeper that deal 3 damage to each creature, but that's not going to clean up enough here. So this should be, it looks like we did top deck the Mana Whirl, but, you know, if you're Benji, don't play it. Don't give away any more information. Go to the next game. And, in fact, get some more information from Frank.
Well, here comes the Alien Invasion token. Of course, it has to attack.
Yeah.
And
looks like they missed the counter on the Alien Invasion last turn.
And they're
forced to come in.
Oh, boy. 16 life for Frank here.
And you are only forced to attack with the new one, as it does template say this one has to attack this turn, but... So you could have left the 2/2 back, I think, right?
The 1/1 back.
Oh, maybe the creature's printed with it, and they always just have to attack.
Oh, okay.
That's at least what it looks like on the token, but...
All right. More to come. Oh, look. Look who's back.
Another one?
It's Kingpin.
No way.
It's the same one, but that's the 4th Kingpin Frank can play in this game, and that's going to do it. That was a truly dominating game from Frank, showing the power of the Cosmic Cube, Kingpin, and all Kingpin's evil allies.
Yeah, Cosmic Cube, though, definitely took that one down. That kind of repeatability that you get for free, those kind of cards we've seen, that kind of templating, 5 mana, something happens every time you attack or play a spell, and they almost always just take over the game.
Yeah, a true kind of card where you better win the game faster, so it's going to really
exactly
just do the thing. So we got game number 2 coming up here. We're going to remind you about one of our upcoming events. Wonderful Baltimore.
Yeah.
We got the regional championship coming up in Baltimore September 11th to 13th. And, of course, the RC, sending players to the Pro Tour, sending players to World, big-time prizes. And Baltimore's fun, too.
Baltimore is fun, yeah. And, I mean, hey, it's the spotlights are great. Anybody can walk in, but the RCs are especially awesome. The prize pool, $20K up top. You know, and a lot of dreams come true as 32 players head to the Pro Tour, and it'll be our first of 2 RCs. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah,
the accumulation of many players who are playing locally at their RCQs. You know, this is their big event. This is it. So love seeing the excitement there. StarCityGames.com/SCGCon for all your information. All right, so we're going to pop into game number 2 here, about halfway through as we are. Next round is looming. This tournament's running pretty fast and efficiently.
SCG always just runs such a tight tournament when it comes to these kind of things. I played their kind of team event yesterday to kind of get ready. We saw a lot of the teams that are playing now playing a little practice, and that event ran really smoothly as well.
So good curve over Frank here of Redwood Recruit into Kingpin.
Yep.
See an aerial Doombot for Benji, but only a blue mana. That being said, here comes the Wasp once again, tapping down that Kingpin. Red Recruit comes in for 2.
And most importantly, we have jumped into game 3 here. So, you know, Benji was able to even it out, and this is just going to be winner of this game. As we know, since Nick ends up taking it down, winner of this game advances to, well, still being in the tournament, loser goes to lunch.
Yeah, lunch sounds pretty good, but I think I want to be in the tournament.
Yeah, I would like to stay in the tournament as long as possible if I flew to Vegas to play in it.
Yep, so Black Widow comes down for Frank. Great start for Frank. And again, kind of annoying, like we were saying earlier, that the Kingpin is locked down. It's a legend, and there are more copies in Frank's deck. But going Benji's way and 3 islands, going to need to assemble a few more colors here to play some spells.
Yeah, you got to think we don't have red mana if there's not a mountain on the battlefield right now, but could still have a plethora of options.
All right, so talking it through with Andrew, who unfortunately was felled by Pete Ingram, and Galactus himself.
Probably, yeah.
And here
great
comes,
card.
Man, great card by both players. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Justice comes down, bounces Black Widow, and we got a tempo game here, folks. Going back Frank's way.
Yeah, you know, one card that doesn't care about tempo too much is, attacking as a 3-mana 5/5 that extorts and stuff. You got to put the advantage to, number one, the player that went first, and just Kingpin when you can gain some life is a big deal.
Well, Kingpin is locked down.
Yeah.
Under the Wasp right now.
Yeah.
So it's only a 1/5.
That's true.
So here comes the attack. And we got attack for 3. And the follow-up, not Black Widow. It's going to be the Swordsman and the Spy Kit and no land. So both players having a little bit of land problems despite having really good curve-out draws. Benji totally in the air here with 5 power in the air so far. Frank at 17.
And looks like no land 4 nor red mana over there, but has 3 blue cards, including the flying card to blink some stuff out. And I mean, blinking out your Mana Whirl style of effect, I like that.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Especially since you can attack first, second main, blink it out, bounce something, have 2 flying blockers essentially. Like, Benji, even though the colors aren't there, I'm shocked Justice is not getting in there. Justice wasn't serving.
Yeah, no justice being served here. Of course, Kingpin, kind of a villainous character. But yeah, just going to say go. So Justice stays home, 3 damage across. Frank at 14, going back Frank's way. And immediately Frank is springing into action. Spy gets in play, but not ready to equip just yet. Black Widow is back. So Black Widow has Death Touch. If a creature attacks alone, it gets First Strike and Menace. And the Spy Kit...
Yeah, gets to be equipped for free with the villain coming in, so gets to serve here.
All right, so we got an attack.
And let's see what kind of goods we can do. So I mean, if you flash in the car, you could do some nice stuff here, right? Are we not? Okay, because you can flash it in. You can go to Blink Justice. And then ability on the stack Crew.
Ooh, yes.
And have a 3/3 to block the 2/3 at least, right? I think that looks nice.
That's very nice. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Calling it out. Benji going to flash in the car, Crew in response, blink the Justice, 3/3 blocker, going to take out the Red Room Recruit. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage dealt for Frank's attack. Down to 8 is Benji. And now Justice comes back, though, and gets that blink going, and a really big tempo play for Benji.
Does look like the Justice Mobile, right? Like.
All right, now, can Benji find another color? Ooh, he can, but it's a tap land.
Yeah, it's always a tap land when you need an untapped 4th land. But
it is a life. This is a pretty tight racing game.
Yeah.
But now, what is the next step? A lot of math here.
So we can attack for, 7 damage right now. That's half of Pete's life total. But if there's any follow-up, you got to think big advantage to Benji. I saw the very powerful Connive 4-drop, but that's not going to do any justice here with just top-decking a tap land. The Trickster's...
Stratagem?
Yeah, Trickster's Stratagem. Thank you.
Andrew and Benji talking it over. Looks like Pete's mostly focused on sets match.
Yeah, just make it so I don't have to win a close game, please, Seth.
Yep. So, gonna crew up with the Aerial Doombot.
I like that.
The car's live. The whole team's coming in. Justice, the car, and the Wasp. 7 damage coming across. That's half of Frank's life total. Now it's lethal on the board for next turn.
Yeah, and it looks like Benji doesn't have a single thing available, so if Frank can gain a life, You know, once again, the Kingpin is the one that was tapped down, right? I mean, I think we know that for sure.
Right. Kingpin is currently a vanilla 1/5, so no extort, no toughness boosters. Here comes the attack. So Kingpin's in, as alongside the Swordsman. That's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Looks like this is a connive here to try to find something.
Clip creature attacking on Swordsman, source of the connive.
Oh, and they did have a play here, being able to attach that to protect it. But wait a minute. Like, was there no removal spell? Like, you got to think, if you already have 7 damage into play. Oh, I guess this doesn't protect. I was going to say, if this protected.
Yeah, super suit.
Yeah.
Just plus almost 2 and untap.
Yeah.
So going to untap, going to block. And we see, that would be 2 of a legend. Nope, we're going to see Black Widow come down. But this is not enough.
I believe this is lethal.
Yeah, Frank's got 1 mana up. Now could have the Helicarrier attack. There was a 4-power creature in play in Black Widow.
Yeah.
But it's time for attacks. And got to crew up and go for the combat. All the flyers are in. Does Frank have it? He does not. Benji takes it down.
And teammates won simultaneous there, Nick and Benji's.